But right now, I'm still Agnew Pierce. Now, I want to say one thing to y'all. I made 95. I'm, a month and maybe 3 days, 95 years old. No one out there gonna ever know what the next day gonna bring. I might make 96, but if I don't, I'm gonna have a hell of a time trying. And another thing I'm gonna tell you right now, live your life. Don't try to live nobody else's life because you can't do it. Give your children the time to expand. Let them reach out for themselves. Don't give them a lot of money. Give it to you, to your mother and them, because they got to learn how to make it, make them get a job. I told my children from get-go, what did I say? As long as you go to school, get an education, get you a decent job, I will help you out. If you don't finish your education, you got to work for yourself. You got to do it. And I have got 5 children, 4 girls and 1 son. One's in Wisconsin, the oldest one. The next one, oldest one, California. And the other 3, they're right here. They figured they had to come here. I'm going to see what Mama going to be putting out over in Vegas. So they finally come here. Francis came with my grandson, Louis. Then I ended up raising Louis and Sierra together. Loved it every bit. I don't know why they are not together. They're as tight as they were when they were young. And now each and every one of these has their own family. But in order to reach that, you know how hard it is out there. I'm going to say this. We always say about black. But it's hard out there for people individually. Every one of us have individually steps that we take. Some of us go good. Some of us do bad. Now, I know a lot of y'all wondering, why is she on there talking about this stuff? But if you don't listen to someone that is older than you, you're going to bypass and lose a lot of things. It's good to know your old family members. The older, the better. Because the hardship that we had coming into our life today, believe me, you all could not have handled it. Because now we're in a digital world, and I'm left out. My age, I'm 95, then 95, 94. Some of these kids, 5 and 6, they know more than the 7 and 8. 7 and 8 know more than the 20s. That thing you say when you get 20 and 30, if you're still inclined, don't let them fool you because it's on your mind. Another thing about it, I'm going to say this here. Life is tough. To live, to get, you don't know, you can know where you can tell people, oh, I know where I've been, but you don't know where in the hell you're going to go. And you don't know when you get there what's going to show. Now, I'm going to let Francis and a friend of mine ask me questions back in the day, update or whatever. And that'll be for some of you people that's in their age group that they'll know. One of them is Dr. Frances Richards. Some of you know her as Frances Agnew. And then we have a person here next to me, is a very good friend of mine, a very good friend of Frances, Ray. So each one, I'm going to know who's going to speak first. That'll give me a chance to take a drink of water. Okay, take it away, whoever.
Okay, so based on this interview, tell us where you were born and raised.
Oh, I was born in Guntown, Mississippi.
In what year?
315, April. It was April, 1928. Now, back in the day when they was having, it was a voting thing about it. So when they changed the voting from April to March, I changed my birthday to March. And believe it or not, got away with it. Still that. When I get ready to do things, I'm like the government. You don't know if you can try to, and I'm serious. I worked under that. I worked years under April the 15th. Did a little odd job, but that was a Social Security that I used then. But when they changed that, I don't know what year I changed it, but I'm telling you, as soon as they voted on it and they got to change, I don't even know what made me do that. I really don't. But I went to March the 15th. Been there now for, lot of years, many years. Many years.
Okay, so we're at the Bell Carter Long family reunion. What wisdom do you want to impart to those that are convening here in Las Vegas, and those that are going to watch this video later?
First of all, let me greet each and every one of those that came up to Vegas to join and greet one another. That's it. With those reunions that we used to have out in the cotton field, far as you could see, people coming, big baskets of this, big old cases of wine and things that they made themselves, food that they grew themselves. I mean, you look north, south, east, and west, families walking through cotton field dirt thing just to get to one area because they know it was going to be a party tonight. That day, they partied all day and night, whether it's in Memphis, Tennessee, to Bessemer, Alabama. That was a family. When I left there, I don't know, 5 or 6, all I know is they said, we getting in the car riding. You know how kids love to ride. Next thing you know, I'm in another state. It was there. You grow up there, you don't know. I went to school, high school, believe it or not. I graduated with my daughter, Marie, from the community college. We graduated, I think, the same year. It was the same time. And that I went back because I dropped out Dorothy. It was a long story. I went to North Carolina, didn't like up there. Then they sent me back. I came back, East St. Louis, Illinois. That's where my family. Now, Eugene Long and the Grosses. George Gross, Jonathan Gross, but Jonathan was the oldest. He went down with my father, Eugene Long. Everybody knew. The Agnews knew everybody in Guntown, Mississippi. Far as you could see, they own their own crops and land. Then you come with the Agnews, they be over there. You got the Smiths over there, the Taylors over there. This is the way we could. Then after a while, they started migrating. Oh, let's go up north to Chicago. Let's go up to California. These were some of the states that accepted us as we are, as we were. And we built on those countries and states and things like that, cities. And you don't know who married who and who married what, because everybody wanted to get out of that cotton field. And they go, you mean you, let's go up north. Well, they went. And right now, you got people all over the world. We don't know where they, Philadelphia, everywhere. Oklahoma City, Kansas City, different places. We don't know. Arkansas, we got a lot of families in Arkansas. The Longs, the Grosses, because they all were communicated with one another. And we didn't do it by phones or nothing. They did it by old T-Mall Fords, horses and buggies. Those were the things that we went at. I did so much walking from the mailbox miles and miles just to get nothing out the mailbox. Sometimes it would be mail, sometimes it wasn't. And I did that bare feet. If you had a pair of shoes, they were for Sunday for church. I loved it. Louis Long, Tom Long, they're the ones, they had 4 boys and 4 girls. And that's the way they raised those kids. And every one of them that Forrest decided to leave, he married Estelle Mills. They moved up and down. They moved. Jesse, you go to Beale Street, you'll learn about Jesse Long. Guitar, harp, all of that. Chuck Berry, all of those musicians. Right now, I don't know. But if they still, you could go to Beale Street, honey, you could find some music, and all of a sudden, the white began to come on that. They lay all out on that street, just sitting down under no shade. They just sitting out there playing. People driving by. Anything you wanted, you could hear it. The blues, that's where it come from. And I'm still a blues. I believe in my music. I really do.
Do you want to give a closing remark to them as we conclude this video? What would you like to say?
Reach out to your loved ones. If you have an argument, you can mend it. It ain't nothing but words. You can say a word. It'll hurt. I don't give a kind of how you say a word. I can say right now, fuck you. And right away, it's the way I say it, the expression that I say it. Sometimes you and your girlfriends may be playing something and doing something. She said, "Oh man, fuck you." You know that's just a gesture. But when you say it and you're angry, it's a different approach to it, and it's a different way it's said. And the look that they give you, you know they mean daggers. So I'm going to say to you, never go to bed angry with none of your families. Be the better person. Even though you say, "I didn't do that. She did it or they did it." Be the one to say, "I'm going to show up. I'm going to show out. I'm going to get on my phone, dial, and say, 'Hey, you ain't got nothing to do. You got that phone. You control that phone. Hey, I might have said something or you said something, but let's not let it bother us. Good night. Have a blessed day. God bless you and your family. And don't forget where you come from. You can say where you've been." Another thing, reach out to the young people. Schools don't teach the kids. Parents teach the kids. Sit at that table. Ask them where they been, where their lesson is, what day it is, what year it is, when they birthdays, who's their mother. Ask these kids those things. What school you go to, where your school at. See that they know that. What bus can you catch? If somebody get after you, what do? Dial 911, shout it out, put it in your phone. Stay off the phone giggling and doing something. If you use the phone, use it for good. The phone can be used for bad and can be used for good. God knows 5 minutes on the phone a day for a young kid up to 17 or 18 is enough. You can get in too much of trouble. It's a good, like I said, it's a good thing. And it's a bad thing. Don't be the one that surf and get in them holes and let somebody make a fool out of you. Do you. Don't let nobody else do you. You do. That's it.